So, a couple of years ago, during my secondary school years, to be specific, such a long time ago, I know, I was given the role of my school's punctuality prefect. Some teachers and the vice principal at the time had actually recommended me for the assistant head girl position, most likely due to my high academic records. I had declined. Sorry. It didn't entail me standing at the school gate to watch latecomers arrive. That was my concept of work at the time. After my WAEC and graduation, I was later awarded for my prefect role, and the best student in maybe biology or agricultural science. I can't remember. That was such a long time ago. That was one of the first times I saw my personal hard work pay off. All of the sleepless nights, frictions, pressure, tears, practicals. Yes, practicals. Like the one on Prisms, all made the recognition worth it. I saw myself in a new light. Yes, I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. Or this is the side of the prism where I shine the brightest. My guest today is someone who has spent her life turning pressure into a spectrum. She was the only person in my set in the university to bag a first-class degree in our department, and she has since refracted her light across intercontinental boundaries, from China in Asia to France in Europe. Today, we are exploring why you aren't just one thing, but an entire prism. I'm Kosi Okechukwu. Welcome to All the Little Things. When you think of a first class graduate, you usually think of someone who sees the world in black and white, formulas, grades, and a straight line to the top. But my guest today is the exact opposite. I call her the prism. If you remember your basic physics, a prism takes a single beam of light and breaks it into a beautiful spectrum of colors. That is exactly who she is to me. We met when the world was pushing us to be just one thing, but she was the person who showed me that I could be a professional, a dreamer, a firstborn, and a rebel all at once. She navigated the academic world with a first-class mind, but she navigates the real world with a first-class heart. Please welcome the woman who helps me see all the colors in my own story, my brilliant friend, Patience. Yay!
Quack, 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 quack. Hello,
Doc-
hello.
Yeah, Ni hao.
Ni hao. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here on this podcast session with you. See?
Yeah. I'm happy to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And this your introduction. You will soon tell me where you saw all of that, because I don't know what you are talking of there. I don't even know if it was from me.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out later. But come on, a lot of it was actually for you. Come on, we've been through this already. A lot of it was
just
for
say
you.
I did not hear it. Let's continue.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining this
Thank you.
podcast. Yeah, yeah. So when I was actually thinking of this topic, I was like, oh my God, I have to discuss this with a very nuanced person. And the first person my mind went to was you. I was like, oh my God, I need to bring Patience on because
Hmm.
this is the kind of topic I know that is very, very structured and very, very complex that she would like. So I'm very, very grateful that you're here today.
Lots of people that used to give me issue over. People just bring complex. You saw complexity and you remembered me. Thanks for that.
No, no, not like that. Oh my God, not like that. No, when I talk about it in that way, I mean like you are a very, very intellectual person, and I think that it's not just about your intellectuality. It also plays out in the way that you kind of view life in general, right? And so I was like, oh, this is the perfect person because when you talk about like intelligence, let's be real, Patience. In our department, you were ha. Let's not even try to dull ourselves. That is the reality. So
I don't even see it in that light, but no problem. I don't even see it there.
no, I see it in that light too. I beg. Zoeke. I see it in that light. You were her. I beg. You were her. So yeah, we're going to be taking them this episode in segments, and the first one I really wanted us to talk about was because the thing with prisms is that it's a very straightforward, but yet it can be very complex
Hmm.
when you try
Complex.
to when you try to put it in terms of like human relationships or how we view ourselves as humans, right? And
Yeah.
so for me, I really wanted to discuss that with you because you have been through layers as a person, and I mean I would not really say that I know all the layers because you can't really know all the
Hmm.
layers from on in someone, right? But I would say I know a lot of the layers about you from school, right? Like your academic, your social, or at least I would not say all of your social, right? Or like some of your social, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know some of it, and also the fact that you've been able to travel for studies and the rest of them. So for me, it was really, really important to bring you on to this episode
Yeah.
because I want to talk about first segment. I want us to talk about your academic success, right? I know it's not. Some people think that academic success is just about brains, just having the brains, but it's you can have the brains and still not do well, right? I want us to dive deeper into that. Like, how were you able to do that in an environment where a lot of people would not necessarily perform best? Yeah.
Okay. Well, for what I would just say, honestly, in all honesty, I just want to really say that it's just the grace of God because it's not by me. I did not personally.
Yeah.
I didn't even see myself putting in effort as I was thinking everybody was putting in. I even saw
Mm-hmm.
myself as the laid back person. Although maybe in class, okay, I'm always focused, paying attention, but well, it's class, right? Everybody comes to class. We are
Yeah.
focused, we are all paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I really didn't see myself as the most intelligent. No, first I know that I don't know, but I don't think I consciously did put in effort, but
Yeah.
it was just God that just maybe that helped me, right,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
to get the first class like you have
Mm-hmm.
been sounding everywhere since.
Yes, I need to
So
sound it because, baby girl, if you don't sound, I will help you. I will help you. Don't worry. I will, will help you sound it very, very
oh
well.
no, okay, that's just it.
Yeah.
During that time, I was also attending Chinese classes, so
Yes, the
I was
Confucius Center in our school in Uniziki.
exactly yes. Because sometimes our classes are, boring, boring.
Oh my God, no, honestly, it's real. Let's be real with ourselves. They can be very.
Okay, it is very boring. It was not what I was
Yeah.
expecting. The high level stuff, I wasn't seeing it, and
Mhm.
teachers not coming when they ought to come. We
Yeah.
bring out our time. There's class this morning. We rush, right? We run all the way from MPH down to Science
Oh
Village,
my
and then
gosh.
You go and stand
That is
and
so true.
nobody.
I remember when I was discussing Oni's episode with her,
Mm.
and she remembered when we would run into drag for six. I was like, oh my god, the PTSD.
Exactly. No. Any class I know that's going to be full, especially MPH classes, I don't stress. I come if
Yeah.
that day back, it is outside. I stay there because there's nothing I can do. I just tell myself there are people's departments that are closer. They will come and fill the hall. Why should I run from bioscience to MPH and expect to stay in front floor?
Yeah. And of course, the learning conditions too. The learning conditions too were not. They were not really the most comfortable, right? We had to find a way to survive, literally.
Yes.
And you're learning and surviving. It's not really the best
At the
habitat.
Same time.
Yes.
Most times you prefer to stay outside MPH to get fresh air than to stay in the jam-packed hall like that.
Yeah. And then you will see people fainting sometimes because it was so congested.
Yeah.
It was a really horrible experience, honestly speaking.
Yeah, exactly. So honestly, the whole learning experience, I would just say that for me it went smoothly by the grace of God. Like I just read and maybe I get a very deep, or maybe I read and then I should I say I memorize? Maybe I'm able to. I don't cram because I don't know how to cram and pour it out. Maybe I
me and you
understand
both. I'm not good at cramming myself.
Then once in a while I go to the library. Although at
Once
some point,
in a while?
Yes, no, I wasn't.
You?
Okay, I went.
Oh my
At
God.
some point, I started going frequently. I
Okay.
started going frequently. Although, I think when I started going frequently, it became like a place for me to sleep because I've gotten used to the area. So then I knew
What part? I want to visualize it. What part of the library did you used to go to sleep? Was it the digital part or the analog part?
I go to the arts section where I know that nobody there knows me. So it allows me to sleep properly. And their section was much more, should I say, spacious and there was no an airy zone. Because if I go to the science park, I'll see those people I know. When I go to the arts, it will make
what
me
are you
to have
doing
to
here?
stay up. I cannot sit where I know and then I'm sleeping. So I go to that. Then yes, I just take my time then. But it was a cool experience. It was a cool experience. And the fact that the library was like a good place you can sit down, while waiting for your class.
Yeah.
There are no spaces for students to just stay. So you just go to the library. So the night class that we did, I think night class I started at 300 level.
Oh, that was at management, right?
Yes, at management.
I swear to God, I attended that once and I never did again. I'm so sorry.
Did again. Oh wow.
It was too much for me. It was too much for me.
It's true though. I think at first I was, you just have this feeling like, when are we going to be done? And you notice there is no done here. This will be your home this night because you can't go home. You've already come. And you're scared of being robbed. When you start feeling that way, it's annoying. Very frustrating because they're just watching the time. Oh, come on, let's get out of here. I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
That too was great because I wasn't used to reading with people. I learned how to read with people. And most times we did past questions. So
solving it together.
Questions just come out too. No, it was a good experience. Thank God. Honestly, it was a good experience with everybody. I practiced and learned with them.
Okay, that's nice. But now I want to ask, to end the segment, what color, right? Because when we deal with prisms, we deal with colors, right? What color would you describe that experience? Like, your solo journey in school, for instance, like, the thing with you kind of like being in the spotlight, getting that first class degree. What color would you describe the whole experience as?
Really? Boy. I wanted to say red.
Is it that difficult? Why did I feel like you're going to say black?
I wanted to say red because it was hot. It was hot on my bum bum.
That's
For let me not say it was that heavy.
yeah.
I don't even know. I'm in blue. I'm
Mm.
checking orange. Fire
Oh,
color. Fire color.
oh my God! Please.
Yeah, don't check it. Fire color. That is what I'm giving it. Write it down. Please.
That's so legit, honestly. When you think about this, the stress we went through, oh my goodness, oh Lord.
I
But
don't know
yeah,
what is chasing you.
I can totally understand. But yeah, would you still ascribe a fire color according to you? Because this is the first time I've heard fire. Would you still ascribe that to your experiences with coming out at the top with your grades, and will you still ascribe the same color to that?
It was still fire color, whether first class or not first class, my dear. It was fire color. Yes, plus the fact, okay, I was also learning Chinese then, so I would
Yeah.
dance everywhere.
Yeah.
If I'm not in Science Village, I'm running to, the Chinese classes were towards what's the name of that? There's this small park where we have bus
The
stand.
bus stand, yeah.
The bus stand inside.
Yeah.
And science, biosciences is down. It's out. It's inside. Bus stand is outside. So I have to always do the two. Like I have to go forward.
Yeah.
I have to go backwards. So it's fire color, my dear. Anything, whether first class, anything. It's fire color, please.
You. I get
there,
you.
please.
I get
I
you.
want to change.
It's so legit. I really get you. I understand perfectly. Trust me.
Thank you very much for that understanding.
Thank you. So moving on to another segment, I want to also discuss now. We've touched ground on the fact that you went to China at some point, and you were able to get your master's degree done there. So I want to talk about in this segment. I want to talk about like the cultural refraction, right? When I talk about cultural refraction, I mean like being able to go from Nigeria to China, and now eventually you're in France, right? But before we get to France, I want to talk about the color shifts that were required to live in different places culturally like this. You moving from Nigeria to China, is it like it's a massive environmental change, obviously, but what part of your personality did you discover in China that you never knew you had while you were in Nigeria in the university? And I'm asking this along with the questions like what was it like moving from Nigeria to China? What was your journey like? Because you went to China for your master's. What was it like culturally? What were the culture shocks? What was school over there like? Did you make any friends? What kind of relationship did you have? I want to know all of it. So yeah, basically.
All of it. This podcast will not contain.
As much as we can get.
This podcast will not contain.
Yeah, as much as we can get.
So first, maybe let me say even color. Because this color choice, we need to be choosing it quickly.
It's very, very essential, yes.
What color
so what
color
would you choose? What color would you choose for China?
Okay, for China, I would say I was going to say blue. Yeah, I was going to say blue. It was.
But why blue?
Yeah, it was a mix of calmness.
Okay.
Reflection, like I came to really know myself a little bit more. Should I say know myself, please? Because I was on my own, right? I came to do a lot of things by myself, reflect on what I wanted to become, what I wanted to do, what I was doing at the moment. Am I actually going where I want to be? Sometimes some sadness once in a while. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. So do I start from calmness? Calmness in the sense of should I say I found things a bit easy. By the grace of God, I went there on a scholarship, so I didn't have to think about funds. I didn't have to think about how to pay my rent or any bill at all. I was just I just needed to focus on my studies and then
Mm.
I didn't I won't say I have so much friends, close ones was Nigerian.
Yeah. Yeah. You have close Nigerian friends. Yeah.
So I had close Nigerian friends that we were able to do things together once in a while,
Yeah.
with our studies and even practicing the language generally. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe the what do I call it? The way of living was also great. Light is there. Transportation was very cool. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that a lot. Like there was no form of transportation that I won't see. Especially with the bicycles. We had bicycles. I loved it. I didn't know how to
Really?
ride before I went.
I was expecting you. I was expecting you to say trains.
Ah.
Then you said, "But I'm
They train
surprised."
first before you even go there. Maybe you will ride inside your vicinity, my dear.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. But I really wish countries can have that a lot. They made it so easy and convenient. You see people on bicycles and it's normal. It's perfect. It's calm. Like I was just so happy, right? Even within the school premises, I think I recharged per month. If you come down from your hostel, there are a lot of bicycles there waiting. So if you pick one, you quickly use it to ride. Imagine we had that in Unizik. Maybe I'll use it. I'll ride from MPH
So
to buy it
convenient. Honestly.
It's not working under that
Honestly.
hot sun like that.
I'm telling you.
So at least
By the time you walk from MPH to
you are already tired. Do you know I
Giant
get to
Village,
class
you're
and I'm tired and
exhausted.
I want to sleep?
Yes.
Because by the time that sun hits your head, nothing the teacher is teaching.
Enter.
No, I cannot forget.
Yeah.
So, move from one place to another. I think that was the first thing I had to pick up how to ride a bicycle because I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving around, then I had to conquer the fear of riding it on the main roads too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and things were quite, should I say cheap? Cheap, yes, because I was on scholarship, I would say. So it might not,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say maybe for others the same thing they felt about it, yes. Then food, almost anything was easily for me. It was easy, accessible. Yes, I would say that. The teaching, the education, wasn't bad at all. It was in Chinese, and I had learned Chinese before I left, so it was
So it was kind of.
so the only thing I noticed is that the teachers were a bit, because they separated with the international students. For me, I would say that they didn't. For me, I would assume that they didn't put in so much effort to teach us. Right? They just came to read up their notes and move on. They were not trying to do anything extra, put in so much effort. There were a few teachers who did, one or two, that tried to make the class conversational. There were others that, I don't care kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then,
But why do you think that was a thing? Do you think that maybe they just felt because you guys were foreigners or they just didn't?
It was the first time they were going to be receiving foreigners for their master's program.
Oh.
Those ones that maybe they were not really prepared for it. There was just a lot of complications with them because for them they felt they were not prepared to have us. I stayed maybe 1-2 months before we started having classes. I went there in September. I could say that the whole of September I did nothing. Maybe them trying to discuss with the international school to see how they can really accommodate us. So I don't know. I just other ones that also try to feel, this one international student, let me try to teach more. Then there are those ones that don't really mind.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
It was a mix of everything, so it's fine. I get them. Then what else can I even talk of? Then everything is a bit online. Did you make any friends over there, like Chinese buying
friends?
Things online, because I always felt that I would be cheated, or I can't feel it. I can't feel what I want to buy, so I wasn't a fan of online purchase.
So I was asking, I said, what was it like? Did you make any Chinese friends? What was it like? And what city were you in? Yeah.
Okay. So I was in Zhejiang province.
Zhejiang.
Yes, Hangzhou. It's like a modern province. It's not
Okay.
high. It's not top notch, but it's, let me say, they are developing to,
It's
the
not
top
like a
notch.
top tier.
Yeah, the top notch are like Beijing, Shanghai, but Zhejiang, we are like in the middle, but we are
Mm.
beautiful. I loved it there. So
Okay.
I was in Hangzhou. Yes, I was in Hangzhou, and my school was in a small city in
Mm-hmm.
Hangzhou. Well, it was great. Then for
Yeah.
friends, Chinese friends, yes, I did make. Most of them were my lab mates.
Oh wow.
Because, yeah, and my supervisors, the people, my supervisors, supervisor. Anyways, those are my colleagues.
Yeah.
Our teammates, they're all on the same team, don't mind me. We're all on the same teams. But there's one of them, I call her, she's Wang Ji. So even once we speak, I think the last time we spoke was last 2 years, maybe last year.
Oh,
We
nice.
speak once in a while. Well, not as frequently as before. She was doing she was in I was in Master 1. She was in Master 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then some other people in other departments. Because when you are there, there are reading halls where students come to do their projects.
Yeah.
So most people even, it's like you are at work. There's like a workroom. You have a small cabinet. All these workspaces that have cabinets. So it was like a big workspace. So different teams come, different things. The students, they come, you stay there, you read. Everybody have their place.
Yeah.
So it was a great place for me. I made a lot of Chinese friends. I was the only international student in my own section. Yes.
Wow.
In my section, that is my I want to say Lao Shi, and is my Lao Shi. A lot of people knows what Lao Shi is now. So
Okay.
my Lao Shi and the people working in the same team with her, because we were working on wood curtains.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
everyone
remember
working
you
on wood
said
curtains.
something like that to me, that was what you were doing for your master's. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone working on wood curtains, all the different directors working on wood curtains. We all the students were all placed in one same hall. So it was a great opportunity for me to interact with other Chinese people who were doing almost the same thing as me. And those workspaces, most times, those were like their homes. You see them, they come there with their, what do they call that, with their pillows. Some of them have small beds. They work. The Chinese, they work like 2-4-7, Monday till Sunday.
Yes, I don't think anybody can take that away from them. They are so hardworking.
Okay, I don't know if that's hardworking, but it's too much. But is there a balance? You need a balance, please. Even if you want to be hardworking, it's sometimes at some point it's like after your life. It was serious. I noticed it though. I didn't notice it when I was there, because everybody was doing it. So okay, Monday to Friday I have classes. Saturday I feel I'm supposed to be at home, and my supervisor is messaging me, "Hey, Patience, where are you? I didn't see you." I say, "What happened?" "I'm cooking, or I have other things I'll do on Saturday." "Oh, please, you need to come to the lab. Try to meet me." "What time can you meet me?" "I'm here till 9 p.m. I say, that means you come
and
anyway.
our own will be begging them. We'll be begging them to come. Oh my God, the difference.
That was fine. I say good and fine. Sunday, "Hey, Patience." I say Sunday again, Sunday morning.
People don't rest.
That's what I say. It's today, not Sunday for them. Yeah, but you come in, right? I would like to see you. Let us discuss on the. I say, discuss what taking on a Sunday. That Monday cannot wait. We cannot wait for Monday. That is it, my dear. That's how it started. I have to start going every day. At some point, I got used to it though. Right? I go home, sleep, eat early morning, carry my property, get there. When it's time for lunch, go to the canteen, eat, right? So I started eating with them. So for them, they were used to it. Their pillows, their bed. When they want to rest, they are there. They sleep there. Me too. We started sleeping there. It became a habit. But you wouldn't notice what you are doing for yourself. Anyways, you won't even notice. At the end, you are swamped in work. So and it makes you happy, because once in a while they also organize outings. I didn't like the outings, because every time outing we are going on one road.
Why you mean outings? Do you mean like field trips or outings with classmates, or what do you mean?
should I say field trips? No, field trips is too far. It's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be a field trip. By the end of the day, I don't know what happens. We end up doing the field trip with our leg. So for me, field trip, buy bus, hire motor, hire big bus,
That's like
all of
leg
us
trip,
inside. Drive
basically.
us, take us to another place. Thank you. Let us rest. Get us if you don't want to build, if you don't want to pay for hotel, fine. Get us tents. Let us stay inside.
Yeah, to set it up.
Let us come out, see what we want to see and go back. Please, that is field trip. But this field trip, oh, we're going out tomorrow. Blah 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 blah. I say okay, no problem. No problem. I would love to go. Yeah, it's a time for team bonding. Oh yes, team bonding. Oh, that's great. You come that day. Okay. Oh, wear good shoes. They always tell you to wear good shoes and cover yourself. I say, it's the first time I was having challenges with getting a good shoe. So I just wore one of my shoes. I got there. These people start walking. So there's always a way they walk from the school. Today they will pass the south gate. They will walk and climb one mountain. Another day we will pass west gate. I think we are going elsewhere. They will climb another mountain. We'll be climbing. We'll climb things that I don't understand. We would climb and I would get tired. But
I can imagine.
So
I can imagine.
Bonding activity.
Yeah.
So anytime they say, "Oh, we are going out," oh no, it's a nightmare for me.
I can imagine. Oh God.
The only good thing is when we got to the top of the hill. When we finally get to the top of the hill, that is where we now rest, talk, eat.
Yeah.
That place is calm. Then when we are coming down, that is good. But that climbing, there's one we did 1 hour.
Hiking up. My goodness.
1 hour I was walking. I mean, I don't like it. 1 hour I was walking.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, but they really like it.
It was really, really painful doing that.
Anytime I see team bonding, it's a mix of should I or should I. You can choose not to go actually.
Yeah.
But you will not choose every time not to go, right? It doesn't sound too right. And not even only that, but so that you can be free with the team. Then when it came to culture shock, I think smoking, right? I noticed a lot of people smoke. It was too much everywhere. Like even when I had to go to church once, I noticed my priest smokes after.
Okay, yeah.
After church, like he would come out and he would smoke, and I'm like, oh no, what am I supposed to like? What is this about? For them, it was normal, but for me, I don't like the smell. So I'm talking to somebody, and it's like my perfume. They've changed the odor.
Yeah.
To smoke odor. There was one of our teachers, expert in smoking. He just does 30 minutes, blah, 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 and he leaves the class and he goes poof, poof, poof. He was always giving us breaks, and the breaks because he was there to go and smoke. Then maybe, yes, the trains, the buses, well, those ones, honestly, their transportation network was excellent. There was nowhere you wanted to go to that was not connected. And you didn't have to stress, right? If I come down from a bus, I take a bicycle to get to wherever I need to get to. And for food, I adapted. I really loved their food because they had a lot of vegetables. And this kind of, I like to eat healthy. So when I see the way they do different things with vegetables, that is that makes you attracted to want to eat. So I enjoy that too.
Okay.
Then they had this cashless lifestyle. I didn't like that at first because it made me overspend. If you're not careful, your money is on your phone and your phone is with you everywhere. It's different from when you have an ATM card. You have to slot it in. You have to, intentionally. Even though we don't even use ATMs anyways, when I left, right, you either pay by cash. Even transfers were not that dominant. So on getting here, and then everything was on my phone, I wasn't comfortable with it at first. I would prefer to withdraw money, then go to the store and spend. But more time you see that the person don't even have change to give you. So the person will be like, don't you have Alipay or WeChat? It took me a while to put my money to even install those applications. So I installed some, then I left some so that I'm controlling how much there's a lot of, changes that happened there. Then that made things easy, but I had to adapt. Then the population, especially when school was on, they were plenty. And we were always looking for, especially we, the international students, we were looking, forward to holidays, because holidays, the Chinese, they will go to their families. So most times it's just we international students that are around.
So, okay.
Then we're on break, so we can have fun, and the place will be free. There's nothing as good as that. We loved it. It was great. Then when it comes to delivery, parcel delivery and all of that, it was well planned. You can't complain of a loss of your parcel. Nobody drops it anywhere. You come, you sign, you scan, everything's on scan. So for Bliss still, I think I said also sadness. Sadness was when the COVID happened.
So you were in China when the COVID started. How was that like for you?
Oh yes, that was a very tough moment. So that's the second part of my blue collar, which I was saying that was a bit sad, because when the outbreak happened, we started being ignored. We were already even, alienated sort of when we
Yeah.
came, because we're blacks. You go on the bus and you see them stand up, especially the old ones that have not really been around the world. They stand
Yeah.
up and they leave the seat. Now, at the beginning, it was painful. Then with the coming of COVID, it kind of aggravated. So
Escalated,
yeah. So it became more difficult. They looked at us like we were the ones who brought it. And
which is
it was
crazy in and itself.
exactly, it happened in their city. Oh yeah. For them, especially the non-educated ones, it's just
Yeah.
that it's we the blacks. They already see us as dirty or stuff. So maybe
Yeah.
we are the ones that brought it with our diseases. Very, very uneducated form of thinking.
Yeah.
But it was painful at first, but at some point we just really ignored them. When they shifted, we don't even care. We just did our own thing as long as we are happy with it. Funny enough for
But
me, I was
don't you
actually
think it's like a form of human nature where they always look for others to blame instead of blaming themselves?
and that is still a part of it. Although this one I would say it's just a lack of education and exposure.
Yeah, true.
They're not really people that go out there. Most of these foreign countries, they are very well in their city. We are the ones that are trying to look for something better out there. Those ones that are in the universities, you won't see such kind of behavior because they have interacted with people. They go out for conferences. They meet people.
Yeah.
And it's so much like Americans. So like it's like they're
I can imagine. Okay. That's even though that was not the best experience to have, but I'm glad.
At the time, and the fact that I traveled during that time, I was locked down. They kept me in a confined room. I lost weight that time.
Yeah.
Was
oh my god.
To get food. I had my friends who were around, so they came once in a while to bring food for me, but it's difficult for them to do it daily. Because they too, they are also shut down when they had planned. Because me, I had traveled to Wuhan, which was the city where everything started, and I had traveled when everything started. I can even say I started the whole experience with them.
I can only imagine quarantining you, and also the feeling that you're not home, and I can't imagine it. It must have been crazy in on itself.
Yes, it was scary at first. I have this nasal condition, so I'm prone to anything in the air. At the point when I started, I don't know. In French, we say la crise, reactions, like you're reacting. I was having like running nose, my eyes were hurting. I was beginning to think, am I sure is this not COVID? No, I was scared. I was almost thinking that I was going to die. And I was thinking of my parents. Because COVID was just starting. So we all know that it's something in the air. You breathe it in. It goes to your lungs. You die. So I told myself, wow, I was close to death. Yes, I was scared that, oh come on, my parents are not going to come and take my body home. I don't
Yeah. Oh wow. That to that point. Oh my God.
was that
Hmm.
bad. Get friends to just keep me up. They will come around to beside of my room to just gist, but we can't go in. You
Hmm.
just things
That's
to get
interesting.
me distracted. But when they
I
did the
can.
test the first time, I was negative. That was when I calmed down. But when they took it, that's the first time it was took longer for the results to come out. About 2, 3 weeks. When they took my test, like your mind is all up. When they drew the blood or did some swap, waiting, say, God, please, let this thing, let it not be this thing that is doing me. The grace of God, that one was days. I was out of that situation. When we did the first test, when we did the second test, I think I was tested 3 signs. Everything came out negative. That was when my mind came down. Yeah, tough moment for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm so sorry for that experience. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Go through that. We'll be moving on to the next segment, which is your journey from a very tough, like we talked about in our your China journey, your journey from China now going to Europe for your second master's degree. How was that like for you? And what color would you call your stay in France, your current stay in France?
Okay, friends. I've given which color? Fire color. I've given blue. But this one was energetic. Aqua war, left, right, front and center. Go in, come out. Go into another one, come out. Red. I've not given
Red
red.
again. Ah,
Red. Did I give red before?
you
I
said a
gave
fiery
fire.
color, like red or
Fire
orange.
is
So I was
orange.
like,
Fire is orange and red mixed together.
okay.
This one
Then
is
why are you
red. Thank you.
I'm on the floor? Oh my god.
Okay.
I would have thought you would
That's
have
two
given France
fire.
like, green or yellow or something like that. Why are you giving France a red?
Green.
Why?
It has more red somewhere. It has more green maybe towards the end, but at the beginning, fire for fire was hot. So I came here, no scholarship like China. I have to fend for myself. Yes. And you're not at home where if something is not there, you pack your bag on the weekend and go home.
And go to your parents' house. No. You figure it out on your own.
Yeah. So that was it for me here. I had to look for a job. I know God always comes through, and that's one thing I tell people. If you are sure you are supposed to go to a place or you are sent, it's just like in the Bible where God said, "When I send you, do you lack anything?" So if you are certain that this is where I should be, He has put the desire in your heart, you have worked towards it, and you are there, He would always make a way. Sometimes it might seem that, like, in French we say jusqu'au bout, like I'm at the that's bout, like I'm at the end of everything. He will still make a way. So when I came here, the money I had saved started easy to leave, saying okay. All my friends, you speak French already, it's easy to get a job. So I came with all that confidence, my dear. Plus studies. Yeah, this is where I knew that my first class, honestly, like I said, is the grace of God, no be me. When I came here, that is when I said, Patience, nothing that you know. I didn't know anything. It's boring, but
But when you say you didn't know anything, was it coming from a cultural standpoint or from an academic standpoint?
Academic standpoint. Academic standpoint. They are teaching things that you are like, did you not teach me this one? Anyways, what we studied, you know what we studied? We studied maybe courses that these people studied in 1800s or 1700s. People have really moved on, and we are still learning colicalis, floricalis.
Oh my god.
You remember that, right? They teach them here, yes, but it's not the bulk of their studies. Yes, of their curriculum, exactly. They move on to what research aspects of it. So I come to class and it's difficult. It was just that for me, I was struggling to understand. I understood, right? But it's difficult when you don't have the basics.
Yeah,
Because
that's the fact, and I think that's why we lack a lot in Nigeria, compared to other countries.
every other person around you know what the teacher is talking about. You have to do the extra work, and I couldn't. Anyways, at the beginning, I could focus because I was using what I had saved.
Yeah,
When the funds starts going down,
yeah.
after class, I take my CV. I look for where to submit my CVs. Anything at all, just give me. It wasn't work. Nothing was coming forth. Honestly, when it's not coming, it's not coming. That's what I've learned here. When the time comes, the way God will open the doors, you too. You say, it's only me that they are blessing. I think I was stuck for like 8 months. 7 months, nothing. I had put my money somehow in cash so that I know what I'm touching, what I'm not touching. At some point, yes, I got some contract jobs. I was doing some contract jobs anyways in between. Those ones helped. And France helped a lot because your house rent, when you're staying in the student housing, the government pays a part of your rent for you. At the end, I was paying a little less to nothing. So, it's exactly, yes, housing subsidy for low-income earners because it doesn't really apply to students, low-income earners. So it really did help. It really did help to alleviate the difficulties at that time.
Okay, so you're saying about your French experience, yeah?
Yes. So concerning like the education, it was a
Mm-hmm.
bit difficult because there were no basics, there was no foundation to use
Yes.
to lay
Mm-hmm.
upon whatever we were being taught. So I had to do like
Yeah.
the extra work in addition
Mm-hmm.
to the part-time job I got later on. So I finished classes at 5, I take the bus. I'm heading straight to my workplace. Start at 7 or 6:30. I work
Mm-hmm.
till 11
Oh
and I'm
wow.
home at midnight and then go round the clock again, shower, try to save out, eat. Okay, most times I ate at work. I was working at McDonald's. Yeah.
Mm, that's good.
Mm,
How
sounds
was it
good.
like?
The same work, right? The same thing, washing the plates or preparing the food, or so it depends on where they put you. And we
Yeah.
the blacks, when we come, most times they like to put us every time cleaning and washing plates. They don't put us,
Yeah.
the
I don't
front.
know why did they do that. That's so crazy.
Oh, it's people and their mentality though. But at some point I had to talk. I went back to the manager. I told him, why you always putting me here? So when you speak out, they now try to randomize it.
Yeah,
And then
which is
they
better.
saw that I was also good when they put me in preparing, the food, the menu for the clients. So when they
Yeah.
noticed that, oh, you are very good at the particular section. No, I was good at preparing drinks and ice cream. So I was very
Not
fast.
bad.
So when he noticed, he started putting me there frequently. So I had to, first of all, you see, most times when you go places, they don't know you. So sometimes when you feel it like that, I had to speak up.
Yeah.
Then when I spoke up, he tried to, put me in other places. So when he put me there, he saw that I could do well here.
Yeah.
So anytime there, he knows it's the peak times. He calls me to come there, and so that way he
Oh.
always knew I could there. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
just it's life. So that was how my schedule was until I finished. But thank God I finished strong. My teachers
Yeah.
found favor in me. They were
Of
always
course, you
trying
had to
to
finish
make
strong.
sure I
Like, look at you.
do
You're an amazing person. So of course, you had to finish strong.
really. God just helped me. Like my teachers found favor in me, right? You see them always
Yeah.
looking out for me, making sure I understood,
Mm-hmm.
trying to be sure that I don't have any challenges with what they were
Yeah.
teaching because they understood the background. So I was really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did internships. That one also helped me.
Yeah.
I really thank God for the whole experience. By the grace of
Mm.
God, when I finished, I got the job.
Mm.
And oh no, it was great.
Yeah.
I got the job. Even when people were saying, no, you can't get a job, or say this place is not like that. No, that still came true.
Yeah.
And we're here now.
That's
We're here now.
amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
really. What's
What do you feel? How do you feel like having to go through that journey? This what do I call it? This intercontinental journey from Africa to
oh wow?
Asia. How has that made you view
Hmm.
the world in general?
I think I've become too independent, right?
Yeah.
Like overthinking because we don't just make one plan and stay there. We make plan.
Yeah.
China,
Yeah.
especially, you make plan A to Z. If this don't work, this is what we do. If this one don't work, enroll in a program or go back. It's crazy and
Okay.
other
So,
things.
yeah. So, like, after traveling the world and mastering different subjects, what is one little thing about your Nigerian identity that has never
You're
changed?
crying.
Calm down. No matter
I'm
where your
sorry for
food is
cutting you.
placed. What is one thing about your Nigerian self? Is it the food? Is it the music? What about you has not changed throughout all the
That's
continents?
a good question. My data is a very good question. What about me has not changed?
Yeah.
I think before I said something about being independent, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's the grit, the Nigerian grit. We make sure we be our best in everywhere. So
Yeah, that's
almost for
true.
everything. Honestly, it's one thing that people like in us. That spirit. We are resilient.
Don't
We
carry
always
last.
we know they carry last. We always try to find a way out of every situation. Not even a way out of every situation, but we always try to put in our best in whatever we are doing. So
Yeah.
that we don't come to a place and just be lax. No way. There's no laxity. See, at the school I had to study, like despite the whole studying and working and coming back, I won't say that it didn't deprive me of things. It actually did,
Yeah.
because I got internships I could have done in another country. Like go to Germany. I got accepted in Germany for an internship, but I couldn't go because I told myself if I go there, the McDonald's work I'm doing that's even paying my bills, like I won't see it. I'll have to leave the job, go for my internship. And internships are like 4 to 6 months. So I just have to stay there. So I won't even say yes, it was the best. At least we scaled through. God helped us. We graduated. We paid our fees. By the grace of God, we're doing good. So that's just, I think it's mainly that, because if I want to save food, no, I'm not even interested in my food anymore. I just cook. I cook my food. I always cook my food. Is there or in the freezer. It's always there, but it's not what I want to eat. But I've come to enjoy Chinese food, and I love the way they cook, the mixture, everything. I came to enjoy France food, light but filling.
Yeah.
Salad, fruits. There's entree. Is it entree? There's the main meal.
Yeah.
At home we don't really do that. Entree, main meal, and
it's
dessert.
just straight to the point kind of meal preparation.
Straight to the point. Give me the eba and the hot onubu soup. Let me dig in. So here there's always, let's eat those tiny things, and then the main meal.
Yeah.
All of those things have really changed. And for me, at some point, it's like, I don't even know. I can't even say I'm fully Nigerian. When people see me, they say I don't have the Nigerian blood. I'm not that wild, but does not mean that I don't set my goals and try to achieve them. I might not be that rowdy, because for them Nigeria is rowdy, loud everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's just the balance of everything.
That kind of makes sense.
And honestly, I do like the topic, right? The prison, because I think we are all prisons. We're all as a human, we're prisons. We have different sides, and
that is true. That is true.
It takes an experience to show you what you can do in a certain situation. Who you can be
and also,
at a certain point in time.
I think it's not just looking at it from the point of maybe education. It even goes further, like through emotions, right? Because we are prisoners in such a way that we exhibit different facets of who we are when we are angry or happy or joyful or in love, or there are different facets of us that are not. We're not just this one-dimensional
people. Yeah. So when people say, "Well, this is how I am," I'm like, oh, that's why. If you want to, you are like that because you want to be like that at that time. Yeah. Because you would meet somebody else, and that's not who you are. You are.
Yeah, that's.
You want to show off a different part or a different aspect of you. When people say, "Oh, Nigerians, we are too lazy," but go and meet Nigerians that are outside. You say, "Oh, Nigerians, because they are here, they are doing drugs." Go outside. You see, they can't even do drugs. You see them in very, very, how do I put it? You will be surprised. Maybe that your friend that you said, "Oh, he's always sitting at the back of the class." You now see he's in UK. You see that he's the manager of a particular place, and you see that the characters, it's not the same. You see the persons very different. You're like, what with this guy I've been know before? When did he become serious like that? So
like
it's just
this,
your experience, the people you meet, the situation you are in, really shapes what you even do at a particular point in time.
Yeah, that's true. That's really, really true. And I think that is what makes us very unique as people, because when you meet different people at different aspects of your life, the impact that they have can either draw out, like you said, at some point, the fire from, or they can bring out the coolness or the calmness in you. So it kind of depends on which side of the spectrum that you are. So I think it's fantastic,
and the good thing is that all of these things just really shape us. That's why we are human beings. Like mold. You are getting better with time. If you agree to get better.
Yeah, that
you are getting better with time, and because you need to. If you don't experience that, so why did you now come to it? You just want to live one gasm on top of life. No, you need to be there.
That is so true. Mm-hmm. That is so true. I agree with you on that. I really, really agree with you on that.
Yeah.
So, but before we go, I'd like you to say something. How do you say prison in, or I am a prison in French and Chinese? You don't know? If you don't know, let's keep it.
Talk for Chinese. We are going to talk prison. Okay, but in French it's easy. Prism is prise. Donc je suis un prisme. Yes.
Je suis un prisme. Okay.
Yes.
That's I am a prism, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Je suis un prisme is I am a prison. Je suis is I am a prism. Okay.
Prism.
Yeah.
So prism is like P-R-I. It's still the same spelling, but just like we are doing ism, right? Ism.
Yeah.
Ism. So then your French prism is longjin. So I'll just say
in Chinese.
In Chinese, yes, longjin. So in Chinese, when you want to say I am, you say 我是.
So, 是.
Yes.
So,
我 is I. 是 is am. So 我是一个冷静。
我是一个冷静。
Okay, let's go.
我是一个冷静。
Yes.
If you ask me to put that together, I don't think I would.
I know. 一个冷静. Yes.
Oh my God. I would study more on this. I would definitely study more on this. I've been watching lots of Chinese drama.
Present anything transparent, like mirrors, eyeglasses, most times eyesight,
Yeah.
most times all those things are like gin. So
Yeah.
gin, well, in this case, it's sha long gin.
No, that's nice to know. I'm so grateful that you've taken out your time to join me on this wonderful episode. Thank you so much for your insights on being a prison as a person, and I'm very sure that the listeners will also appreciate your insights as well. Thank you so much, Patience.
I'm so glad to also be on this podcast with you.
Yay!
Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. Thank you. We'll get to enjoy our gist back on WhatsApp.
All right, all right, all right.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. Excellence isn't about being perfect. It's about being multifaceted. Like my friend, we are all traveling through different seasons, different countries, and different challenges. Our job is to let the light pass through us and show the world our full spectrum. I'm Kosi Okechukwu, and this is All the Little Things. Thank you for joining in on today's episode. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.